The 3 trucks used by American soldiers that are the oldest and were very cheap at that time. So let's talk about these 3 trucks, but before seeing them, if you are new to the video, make sure to like and subscribe. Coming in at number 1 is Liberty Truck, was a very famous military truck in America, built during the First World War. Its original name was Class B Standardized Military Truck, but people know it as the Liberty Truck. It was specially designed for the US Army to transport heavy goods, weapons, food, and soldiers. The design of this truck was prepared in 1917, and production also started in the same year. At that time, the United States needed thousands of trucks for the war, so the Army and several major truck companies worked together to create a standard truck that could be produced quickly and in large numbers. The Liberty Truck was equipped with a 4-cylinder gasoline engine that produced around 52 horsepower. It had a 4-speed manual gearbox. Its top speed was about 15 miles per hour, 24 kilometers per hour, which was considered quite good for that time. This truck could carry around 3 to 5 tons of weight. Because of this, it was used to transport ammunition, fuel, food supplies, and other heavy materials. During the First World War, thousands of Liberty trucks were sent to France to supply American and Allied forces. The most special thing about this truck was its durability. Roads at that time were in very poor condition, but the Liberty truck could still operate on rough terrain. Soldiers considered it very reliable. That is why even after the war ended, it continued to be used for many years. At that time, its price varied depending on the manufacturer, but it is estimated that it cost around $2,000 to $3,000, which was considered a very large amount in that era. After the war, many Liberty trucks were sold in the civilian market. Some were used in farming, transport, and construction work. Several countries' armies also continued using them. Today, the Liberty truck is considered one of America's most historic military trucks because it is regarded as the beginning of modern military trucks. And number 2 is GMC CCW, a very famous American military truck that was used during the Second World War. Soldiers lovingly called it the Jimmy Truck. It is considered one of the most reliable military trucks of the US Army. This truck was launched in 1941. At that time, World War II was rapidly ongoing, and the US Army needed a vehicle that could transport heavy supplies, soldiers, and weapons even on rough and difficult terrain. That's when GMC developed the CCKW, which later became one of the most famous cargo trucks of the war. The GMC CCKW was equipped with a 6-cylinder gasoline engine that produced around 91 horsepower. It had a 5-speed manual transmission, and its top speed was about 45 miles per hour, 72 kilometers per hour. For a military truck of that era, this was considered quite fast. This truck could carry around 2.5 to 5 tons of load. Its 6x6 drivetrain made it capable of running on muddy and rough terrains. That is why it was widely used in war zones across Europe, Africa, and other regions. During the Second World War, the United States produced more than 500,000 GMC CCW trucks. They were used to transport fuel, ammunition, food supplies, and soldiers. Many historians even call it the truck that won the war because it played a crucial role in strengthening the supply system during the conflict. At that time, its price was around $4,000 to $5,000, which was considered quite expensive during the wartime period. Even after the war ended, many countries continued to use the GMC CCWK in their armies. Some trucks also entered the civilian market and were used in farming, transport, and construction work. Today, the GMC CCWK is counted among the most iconic military trucks in the world. Due to its strength, reliability, and major contribution in the war, it remains very popular among military history enthusiasts. Number 3 is the Dodge WC series, one of the most famous American military vehicle series used during the Second World War. It was not just a single truck, but a complete series of military vehicles, including cargo trucks, ambulances, weapon carriers, and command vehicles. This series was launched in 1940. At that time, the US Army needed small but strong military trucks that could easily operate in rough terrains and war zones. To fulfill this need, Dodge developed the WC series. The Dodge WC series was powered by a 6-cylinder gasoline engine that produced around 92 horsepower. Its top speed was approximately 55 miles per hour, 88 kilometers per hour, which was considered quite fast for military vehicles of that era. These vehicles could generally carry loads ranging from 1/2 ton to 1.5 tons. Their 4x4 drivetrain allowed them to perform well on muddy roads, rough terrain, and hilly areas, making them highly reliable for soldiers. During the Second World War, the Dodge WC series was widely used for transporting ammunition, food supplies, soldiers, and providing medical support. Models like the WC-51 and WC-52 became especially famous. The US Army used these vehicles in Europe, Africa, and the Pacific war zones. At that time, their price was around $3,000 to $4,000. Large-scale production was carried out during the war due to the continuous continuous demand for military transport vehicles. After the war ended, many countries continued using the Dodge WC series for years. Some vehicles also entered the civilian market and were used in farming and transport work. Today, the Dodge WC series is considered one of the most iconic World War II military vehicle series. Its durability, easy maintenance, and major contribution in the war make it highly popular among military history enthusiasts.